Hello, welcome to day 27 of 30 days React challenge, and this is Raffle draw challenge. So let's see 60% acceptance rate. In this lab, you will create a simple yet interactive random name picker application using React. This app allows user to enter names into a list and then randomly pick one of those names. Okay, follow these steps to build the app. Let's see. Create a text input. First see if they have provided any code or not. No, they haven't. Okay. So let's understand this. Create a text input field for users to enter name. Assign it ID input. Let me check these actually. Let's not go in depth of it because we can understand from headings directly. Name input field. So we have to create a name input field. Display entered list. So whatever names you are adding in input field, we have to show them as in a list. Okay, random name selection. Okay, include a button. Okay, so there will be a button named pick a name with ID pick, and on clicking on it we will have to randomly pick the name from the list. Okay, on clicking this randomly name from the list and display it in an HTML dialog. Okay, we have to show an HTML dialog also. Okay, and once picked we have to use picked names list, and in that we have to show name picked list also. Okay, so I think it is like this. Let me write down these as steps. Input, we want name input, then show name list, random pick button, show dialog, show picked list. Okay, there is one confusion on my side. Let me think. The dialog model. Okay, picked list. Every time a name is picked, it should be moved from name list to the picked list, displayed as a span. Okay, I'm a bit confused here because we have to move it, which means we have to remove it from name list, or we have to just add it into picked list. I'm not fully sure. So we'll see how do we want to do. Now let's follow the instructions correctly. Create a name text input field, users enters name. Okay, let's do that. Input slash type text ID name input. Okay, ID name. Ensure that pressing the enter key after typing a name adds it to the list for the future selection. Okay, I'm just thinking what do we have to do. Okay, I think we won't be using on change in this, and instead we'll use on key down. Up is basically you just pressed it, and down is okay. Down is actually that. So in that we'll use E. Do we need E? Yes, we will need E. I'll explain you why. Handle key down, and in that way. Let me change the indentation and all those things. So this is the input field that I've created, and I'll have to create this function handle key down. I passed the event also. I'll quickly show it to you why. We need this E to identify whether the enter key has been pressed or not. Okay, so let me check. I don't remember these codes, and I expect everyone not to remember this. Enter key capture in React.js. What is the key ID basically? Okay. Okay, we can use enter. Okay, let's use enter. If E, yes, dot key, let me check this. e dot key, yes, e dot key equals to enter console dot log, enter pressed, and we will take the name from this e. Const name is equals to Amazon message e dot target dot value, and let's console that also, console dot log name comma name. Let's see. So let me clear this. Let me write Rajat. I'm pressing space, nothing works. I'm pressing enter and we are able to see this. Okay, great. So now we have to add it into a list, right? What are they naming it? Name list. So I'll create a const name list, set name list is equals to use state. Okay, I've imported this here directly, and it will be an empty array because we'll keep on adding names, right? It's a list. So yeah, now in this I'm just adding one check that it should be available, it should not be undefined. So for that, set name list, and in that we'll first have to capture the previous list. So for that I can use previous list, and in that previous list comma name. I'm not fully sure if it is correct, but what we can do is we can quickly create what they have mentioned, div. So let's create a div slash div to check this whether it is the code is correct or not. Name list, I can add console logs and all those things, but we anyway have to do this, right? So name list dot map, in that we'll get the name and we will also get the index because we know that we have to use index for keys, right? What are they suggesting us? Span with id dot name. Okay, so return span slash span id, no sorry, class. Whenever there are multiple things, we generally use class to get all the similar elements. We'll use key also because we know that otherwise React will give us warning about this. And in this I'll use name. So let's see. Rajat, enter. Talis, John, enter. Okay, I think I'll have to add some other classes also, p2 m2, to have some space. At the same time I'll have to clear this. So as soon as we have entered the added this list, e dot value, e dot target dot value is equals to this. Yes, now it is cleared. So this part is done. Let's see third one, which is the random name selection. Include a button for selecting a random name from the entered list. Okay, the name of the button is pick a name. Let's do this. I think we have done this first task. We are on third task. Okay, what is the ID of this button? Pick. Okay, and on clicking this button, randomly pick a name from the list and display it in the dialog, HTML dialog. Okay, so we'll have to create this HTML dialog also. I'm not sure where do they want us to create this, but I'll do it. The dialog model showing the picked name. Okay, we'll have to show the picked name here, and the ID is this. Okay, Let me think, what should I do? What is the next task? We have to create a picked name list also. So let's just focus on picking the name first. Const, I'll have to create a function, click here, on click handle pick, const handle pick is equals to, and in this I'll create a separate function, not this function, const pick random name. This should return a random name to us, so it will have to use this name list and randomly create a number also. So const random index is equals to math dot random, and in that it normally gives range between 0 to 1, right? So we will have to multiply it with length of this name list dot length. So this will give us number between 0 to whatever length we have. But there is one more problem in this. We will have to use math dot floor because we want the index only. I think that should work. Return name list with this, with this random index. So this should give us pick random name. So const random name is equals to this, and let's do console.log random name. Let's just use this random name now. Let's add couple of names, Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, Wonder Woman. Okay, it is not visible. Here it is. And pick a name. Do we have console log? Now it should work correctly. Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, Spider-Man. Okay, I think it is giving randomly. So now we will create a picked list, and in that we will keep on adding this. So this will be similar to this one actually. Picked list, set picked list, and in that we have to add this. So we'll copy this code. Yes, this one. We have to show the dialog also. Okay, we will use picked list for that. If random name is available, then picked list set picked list, and in that we'll take the previous list, and with that we will add the random name. We don't need this. And what I will do is, in dialog we have to show the latest input. So whichever item is at the top, like the last index, that we will have to show. We can use this here, this dot length -1. So whatever is the last index, we are using that index here, and from that we are fetching the last item from picked list and we are showing it in dialog. So now we just have to show this dialog, and for that handle pick was the function. We have added it to the picked list. So now we can do document dot get element by id name dot show. I'm not sure if they have mentioned anything about close. Let me have a look. No, they haven't mentioned it. So let's do this. Rajat. By the way, I'm pressing enter, and that's how it is getting added to the name list. This is the name list. Rajat, John, Mark, pick a name. So this is the dialog which is visible. Again Mark, again John. It's fully random, great. And we have to show a picked list also. So I'm assuming we have to add this dot name class actually. Where do we have to add this dot name class? We have already added it here. So what we will do is we'll just copy this entire div, go below this and paste it again, and instead of this what they have mentioned is picked list, so we'll use this picked list. Name index, name index, name index. I think this should work. And the mistake is class name, class name. Clear, refresh. Rajat, John, Mark, Nick. Okay, I got the issue. This is a dialog. Yes, if I remove this, this one got removed. So this is a dialog and this one is the list. So if we pick another one, it is getting added here, added here, added here, because dialog is on top of the page, right? I'm a bit worried about this, but I think we have done all the things. I'm not fully sure if we have to remove it from name list or not. So the best thing is to run the test cases and see if it passes, then it's done for us actually. Okay, so their test cases are not good. It's kind of irritating, but yeah. Okay, no worries. That's it for this video. Do subscribe to this channel, like these videos, comment, share, and let me know if you need anything else. After these 3 videos, I'll be working on something new, so do let me know. Thank you. Bye bye.